Hey, have you ever heard of Anchor? Anchor is the easiest way to make a podcast. Let me explain. There are creation tools that allow you to record and edit your podcast right from your phone or your computer. Anchor will distribute your podcast for you so it can be heard on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and many more. You can make money from your podcast with no minimum listenership. It is everything you need to make a podcast in one place. If you want to share your gift to the world, if you want to share your talent, whatever you want to do, it's free. So make sure you download the Anchor app or go to anchor.fm to get started. Good morning, y'all. Happy Wednesday or good afternoon, wherever you're tuning in from. I want to thank y'all so much for tuning in with me on today. I pray that y'all are having an amazing day. I pray that God sweeps you off your feet today because God is moving. God has so much in store for you on today. So continue to keep your vibrations high. Continue to keep your head up and just know that everything is working out in your good, for your good, and for your favor. So today, y'all, I just wanted to come on here and just give y'all an encouraging word because we are in a season of new. We are in a season of newness. God is doing a new thing. I've been saying this since last year. And I just want to encourage you to just keep your head up. Continue to be strong. Be diligent. And just know, even though it's uncomfortable, just know and remember that God has your back. When you feel like all hope is gone, when you feel like all hope is lost, continue to keep your head up and keep pushing. Keep pressing. Keep your head up high. And just remember, when you open up your mouth and you feel like you have no good words to say, just give God a thank you. Give God a praise. Because the moment that we continue to praise, the moment that we continue to just keep a high vibration, because we know that gratitude is the highest expression that we can ever experience. So when you feel like all hope is gone, continue to just have a praise on your spirit. Continue to thank God in the midst of, because we know that the natural realm is just an illusion. This is what God told me this morning. It's just an illusion. Everything that we are going through, everything that our natural eyes can see is just an illusion. This is why we must tap into the spiritual realm. This is why we must pray in our heavenly language. And our heavenly language is you speaking in tongue. You are speaking directly to the Father, directly to his throne. And if you don't have your heavenly language, now is the time to ask. Because the way that the enemy is running rampant, this is the time that you need to stay prayed up the most. So it's time out for you feeling sorry for yourself. It's time out for that. It's time out for that. God is giving you divine instruction right here, right now. And he is speaking to his people. If you are lost, it's time for you to get back into that place of prayer. Because that's the only way that can help us. That is the only way that God is going to do it. If we continue to press in, if we continue to push, if we continue to stay at the throne, open up your word, y'all. Open up your word, because we know that everything is happening right now. It's a lot of death that is happening. It's a lot of drama, all this type of stuff that goes against the will and the knowledge of God. So what are you putting your attention on? Are you having your attention on the news? Do you have your attention on the things that do not serve you? What do you have your attention on? See, a lot of people, they don't want to hear this type of talk, but I'm a teach it. I'm going to tell it. I'm going to tell it. That's one thing I'm going to do. I'm going to serve my Lord. I don't care if you don't want to hear it or not. You can leave. And I'm just saying this in the most humblest way possible, because I'm not here to feed your flesh. It's time out for that. You can click off. Like I said, I'm saying this in the most humblest way possible. No, I've been humble for too long. I've been quiet for too long. I've been quiet for way too long. It's time for me to stand bold in the authority that God has given me. And it's time for you to do the same thing. I'm not better than you. I'm no better than you. But I'm letting you know that this is the time for you to rise up. You've been quiet too long. You've been in the shadows for too long. You've been letting people walk all over you for too long. It's time for you to rise up. It's time for you to pick your head up and stand in your boldness. It's time for you to rise up and stand 10 toes down. Don't be afraid. Do not be afraid. Don't let people take advantage of you. Yeah, I've been Walked all over my whole life until I said enough was enough. Until I knew who I was. Until I gained the consciousness of who I am in the Lord and who God has made and created me to be for such a time as this. And I want to tell you the same thing. You are not less than. You are not a doormat. You are not a doormat. No, it's time for you to pick your head up. It's time for you to walk as the king. It's time for you to walk as the queen. It's time for you to take your rightful place in the kingdom. God has chosen you for such a time as this. Now it's time for you to rise up. Rise. Arise, Lazarus, and take them grave clothes off. You've been in them grave clothes for way too long. It's time for you to come out them clothes. Take them off. It's time for you to strip. Why? Because it's time. Because you just walked into a season of newness. Newness requires you to walk into a new clothes. It's time for you to walk. It's time for you to talk new. Talk brand new. Walk brand new. Walk like the woman that you want to be. Talk like the man that you want to be. Whatever you desire, it's time. It's time. No longer can you sit in your lack. No longer can you feel sorry for yourself. No longer can you wait around for somebody to come help you, because ain't nobody coming to help you. Nobody is coming to help you. So it's time for you to get up. It's time for you to push yourself. What results do you want to see? Don't wait till the new year. Start now. Start now. See, people want these New Year's revolutions and all this type of stuff. They wait till the last minute, or they wait till the beginning of the year. They push it off. Why you can't start now? What's holding you back? And the reason why we hold ourselves back is because we are our biggest critics. We are our own worst enemy. You hold yourself back. Ain't nobody else holding you back. But it's the fear. It's the doubt that you have within yourself that's holding you back. Now is the time for you to write your book. Now is the time for you to get started. Now is the time for you to start working out, getting your body together. Now is the time for you to start doing these podcasts and your blogs and all this other type of stuff. Whatever God been telling you to place your hands on, now is the time. Don't wait till the beginning of the year. Because that motivation gonna dry out. You need discipline. You need the fire of the Holy Ghost that's going to push you. That's going to set you ablaze. Because when let me tell you something about that fire, honey. When that fire is started, can't nobody put it out. Can't nobody put it out. Not even yourself. You need fire and you need discipline. So push yourself. Don't wait around. Because people are going to say, oh, I'm here for you. Yeah, I'll help you. But what they gonna do? They gonna get tired of you. But one thing you can't get tired of, you can't get tired of yourself. You gotta live with yourself. So if you don't like something, you can change it. You have the ability to change it. Somebody else can't change it for you. So what are you willing to do? Don't give up on yourself. Don't limit yourself as less than. Don't limit yourself. Don't put limitations on yourself and then say that you cannot do it, because you can do it. You woke up this morning. You still got breath in your body. Don't look at your age as if you cannot do it. The moment that you woke up, God said, okay, you still got breath. You still got a chance. So take a chance. Take the risk. See, a lot of us, we scared to take risk, y'all. Don't be afraid to take risks. And don't let fear overtake you. Let fear drive you. See, fear is sent by the adversary to get you off track, to keep you stuck. But when you let fear drive you, fear push you. See, you got to push fear out the way. You can't let fear push you out the way. No. You got to get it out the way. You got to get it out the mud. Dig yourself out the pit. Because ain't nobody going to get you out the pit. You got people that's going to push you even further into the pit. But God gave you another chance to dig your way out. So what you going to do? You going to take it for granted, or you going to take the action? Get real with yourself. Get real with yourself. And as I'm speaking to you, I'm speaking to myself. Like I said, I'm no better than you. I'm no better than you. I'm just keeping it real. Because everything that I'm saying here, I have been through. I'm going through right now. I'm human. I'm human. It's some uncomfortable seasons in my life, but what do? I don't let that stop me. I let that push me. I let that encourage me. I let that show me who I am. It strengthens me every step of the way, every day. When I feel like I don't know how, I just count on the Lord, y'all. So you need to do the same. You have to do the same. You have to do the same. You're not alone. I'm on this journey with you. Like I said, if you are afraid, you need somebody to talk to, I am here for you, y'all. I got my social media. It's always in the description box. Please don't hesitate to reach out. Send me an email. You need somebody to encourage you. You need some encouraging words. I am here for you. You need a motivational friend, somebody to push you, somebody to give you some encouraging words, whatever it may be, y'all. Please don't hesitate to reach out, because you are not alone. And I don't want you to feel like you're alone. You always got God. God is always on your side. And if you need a friend to push you, to hold you accountable, I'm here for you. I'm here. Please don't hesitate to reach out, because we are on this journey together. I'm not doing this for myself. I'm doing this to hold you accountable. And like I said earlier, these videos are not to just feed your flesh. This is to awaken your spirit, man. This is for you to die out to your flesh. It's not easy, but it's necessary. So you got to push yourself on a daily basis. Please. And let me just say this, and I'm going to close. When you continue to feed your flesh, you are agreeing with the enemy. Because we know that the flesh is an entity of God. It's a personal enemy of God. Your flesh wants to do the complete opposite of what your spirit man is telling you to do. And your spirit man is the Lord. So you have an option to choose. You have an option, y'all. So who you choose. Choose ye this day who you will serve. Who are you serving? Are you serving your spirit, or are you serving your flesh? Don't play around with it. This real talk, and this is real life. I thank y'all so much for tuning in with me on today. I pray that y'all got something from this, because y'all, this is powerful. This is powerful. Just know that you're not alone. Push yourself to your maximum ability. Don't doubt yourself. Don't have no fear. No. It's time out for that. It's time out for lack. You are walking into a new season of your life. But you determine how that season goes for you. Push yourself. Don't doubt yourself. Don't limit yourself. God is waiting for you to show up so he can show out. See, all you got to do is just give him one decision. Make one choice. Make one decision that you're going to go all in, come hell or high water. You say, Lord, I'm all yours. And he is going to do the rest. Well, y'all, I thank y'all so much for tuning in with me. Y'all be blessed, and I will see y'all in the next episode.